can read, write, translate, and speak French.
I can remember when we used to have the church fair. We used to go and collect, you know. So me and one of my friends, we had from Fargo Canal on down, and the other one had from Fargo Canal on up, going to the bridge, you know, the high-rise bridge over there. That what belongs to the...
Up the bar.
Yeah, up the bar. Okay, when we went to deliver, we had a meeting with the town. Well, we had picked up over $400 cash, plus sugar and all kind of things, and chicken and all kind of things. We did well, down the bar, or up the bar, $200. We had 2 for 1 down the bar, and there was 2 up the bar that was, with, you know, with the books. They look at each other. They both opened their mouths. What happened to the up the bar people? They couldn't take it, that they, you know, down the bar had given 400 and they had given 200. You see what the difference was about the people? Well, they shut up when they saw that. There was no down the bar and no up the bar no more.
I think she
There was a Saint Eloi parish.
wanted us to hold a French conversation.
Yes, I'd like y'all, tell us a story and y'all speak in French and y'all can converse back and forth just to give us an idea of the Cajun French, because I know it's a lot different than just normal French because of where y'all came from and y'all were isolated.
On veut que tu dises une histoire en français. Pour que je peux attendre.
Et quelle histoire tu veux?
N'importe qui si tu veux.
That dur stuff. Oh, boy.
Peut-être de quoi, quand vous êtes allé à la pêche.
Oh, ouais. Oh, ouais, quand toi t'étais petite, tu pouvais pas, t'avais l'oppression, tu te rappelles?
Oui.
Que tu pouvais pas jouer comme les autres dans la cour. Et quand ils mouillaient, les enfants aimaient jouer aller jouer dans la cour, dans la pluie. Et toi, tu ne pouvais pas. Il fallait que tu restes dans la maison. Tu te rappelles de ça?
Oui, je me rappelle.
Et t'avais 7 ans parce que t'as arrêté d'avoir le herbe.
Je pourrais pas jouer dans la cour quand j'avais l'oppression.
Don't look at me.
Si elle allait jouer dans l'humidité, elle allait attraper un rhume. Et elle allait être malade. Des fois, 2 fois par mois, il fallait l'emmener au docteur avec l'oppression. Des fois, qu'il soufflait. Tu comprends?
Je ne comprends pas. Je ne parle pas français.
Vous ne parlez pas français.
Je ne parle pas français.
Et pourtant, vous êtes mon fils.
Je parle un peu anglais.
Anglais. C'est bien bon.
Ça que je me rappelle quand on était jeune, on avait papa planté des beans.
Oh oui, les haricots.
Et toute la famille allait
Dans
le champ pour ramasser les beans, pour aider à notre parent.
Et c'est là que tu as perdu ma
Tabac.
dans le pâte d'haricots.
Mais mon garçon Terre m'a acheté un gargoton et une des affaires que je vais faire, je vais venir ici un samedi ou un dimanche, je vais aller trouver ces bagues.
Oui, mais elle est peut-être dans le chemin.
Oh non, je connais où je l'ai chopé.
Tu connais?
Je me rappelle.
Il y avait de la boue, si tu as nettoyé la boue.
Je parlais, elle est tout neuve.
Oh, c'est drôle, elle supposait.
Je voulais, peut-être que tu pourrais parler, parce que sa maîtresse veut essayer, c'est attendre le patois de ce que le monde parle ici autour. Et je croyais peut-être tu aurais pu dire une petite histoire, peut-être que tu pourrais t'en rappeler. Peut-être quand vous êtes allé à la pêche.
J'allais jamais à la pêche.
On
n'avait pas le temps d'aller à la pêche.
Oui,
les hommes allaient à la pêche, mais pas les dames.
Oui, mais quand j'étais jeune, on avait été à la pêche dans un bateau.
Dans le gros bateau, ça c'était plus tard, oui.
Avec votre amis en bas.
Oui, je me rappelle, ma tante avait venu dans Sicile, de Est. Elle avait venu ici, elle et ses 2 garçons. Et on a été là-bas et on venait juste de la graisse et des oignons et du riz. On allait manger ça qu'on allait attraper. Ça fait, on a été au petit bayou La Vieille Jack, que ça s'appelle. On a pêché des crabes. ton père a tué un oiseau pour faire les appâts. On a pêché les crabes et on a fait des feux sur le banc du bayou. Et puis on a fait un jambalaya avec des crabes. Et on avait emmené un jeune beau, c'était les voisins. Il dit, un jambalaya de crabe, il n'avait jamais entendu parler de ça, lui. Il ne croyait pas sur les bons coins, il a goûté ça, ben il dit, quand je vais arriver là-bas, il dit, je vais dire à ma maman, il dit de nous faire un jambalaya de crabe, ben il dit, ça c'est bon.
It seems so fast.
That's French.
I mean, English is just so, you know,
That's
slow.
French people.
and-
It's
When you
fast.
speak French, you
Yes.
have what they call ilaison. I
What's
think
that?
I remember that. You slur your words from one to the other.
That's right.
It's just like Spanish.
And you say your verbs before your nouns.
Yeah.
I voulais, je crois que la femme,
I was telling them about when we had gone fishing in a big boat with my aunt. They had come visit here and we had gone down the bar. And all we did when we left, we was going to bring rice, some lard and onion. And we were going to eat what we catch. So when I got done, my husband killed a bird. So we started fishing crab. They were biting so much that we caught all we wanted. So we cleaned them and we made a fire outside with we had to bring our pots and we made a jambalaya with crabs. And we had a young boy who had come, we invited him to come with us. He said, crab jambalaya, I never heard about that, that won't be good. He didn't think it would be good. And after he finished eating it, he found it so good he was going to go get home and tell his mother to make one. But, you know,
You had to cook the crabs and peel them and then make the jambalaya.
yeah, that's right.
je voulais
Oh,
dire
oh,
en français
ok.
que ça ici c'est ma maman, ça ici c'est mon garçon, Hewlett, et ça ici c'est ma petite fille, Stacy.
Et ça, c'est ta belle-fille. Oh.
Non, la belle fille,
Et où
là-bas
elle est,
c'est
la
Carol.
belle-fille? La belle-fille.
Ma belle fille Carol.
L'ami, un ami. Un autre ami.
Et ça ici
Ouais,
c'est un de mes, comment tu dis grandchild en français?
Un
Ça-
petit garçon.
Ça ici c'est un de mes petits garçons Hewlett. Et moi je suis la grand-mère.
Et moi, je suis la grande-grand-mère.
Grand, how do you say that? Grand.
Je crois,
Great
je dis grand-mère,
grand-grand-mère.
c'est
You
grand-mère.
understand that, hein?
Yeah,
Grande-grand-mère. Great-grandmother.
Oui, mais le français c'est grand-mère brisagueur.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say grandfather the other day, and that's probably what it was.
Le mot pour sa maman c'est grand-mère brisagueur, c'est great-grandma. Et une des affaires que je faisais quand moi j'étais jeune, c'est quand la bibliothèque venait en avant de notre porte et eux autres nous donnaient des livres pour qu'on lit dedans l'été. Et je sais pas qui d'autre chose Stacy veut que je dise. What else do you want me to say?
Oh, I was going, I don't speak French.
Well, I'm so sorry.
You didn't get nothing
It's a
about
shame
it.
that we don't speak
Yeah,
French.
it's
Know
sad.
know what you can take next semester.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be the same French as what they speak,
Where?
though. It's a lot
Pretty
different.
Et maman m'a cuit un gombo et du riz aujourd'hui.
Aujourd'hui, à présent, si vous voulez manger, on va manger du gombo et
Vous
du
voulez
riz.
manger?
I'm afraid to say yes.
Okay, you said the right word.
I said, yeah, okay. I said,
Yeah, vous voulez manger du gombo et du riz. Rice and gumbo.
rice and gumbo.
Do you want to eat?
You say ça pas?
You said yes.
Oh, sure.
Oui.
I said the right word.
That's right. Hey, when it comes to that, yes.
Et dis à votre maîtresse qu'elle doit être une bonne maîtresse d'école. You must have a very nice teacher. D'être excité pour attendre le monde parler français.
Et je vais donner un...
Dude, I
To
know
be
that.
excited to hear someone speak French.
Je vais donner un bon compliment à votre mère. Elle a élevé une vaillante fille.
Don't look at me like that.
Did you get it?
Your mother raised a very nice
I want
girl.
to give a compliment to her mother that she raised a wonderful girl.
Thank
Comme
you.
ci, comme ça.
We. We, I know that one. We.
Ok.
We love you. We love
Avez-vous
all you all. You too.
avez-vous fini l'histoire?
Et toi?
Something
They talk-
English.
Are you finished with you?
You know what he said?
Yes.
Did you say Pétois?
Et toi?
Pétois? Oh,
And you?
and you, yeah. I thought you said Pétois.
I know some
What
French.
does that mean?
Pétois, shut up.
Say that again. I need to learn that one.
I did not say that. I did not say Pétois. Et
Pétois.
toi?
No, he said Étois.
Et toi, and you?
He didn't say Pétois.
Oh.
I thought he had said Pétois, that was shut up.
You know what he
You
said?
know how
I
friends
have to remember that.
you can say the
No,
wrong
what's
thing. Étois or Pétois.
Some words can mean different meanings, like comme ci, comme ça.
That's right.
Well, I think,
Ça va and ça va like, can mean and. How are you? Or it can mean okay.
I think that what Madge learned when she went to Canada, I have two sisters that were French teachers, and they learned when they went to Canada that a lot of the words we're using were also Spanish, because when you see Spain ruled this territory for a while, and the French did, and then the English came in. So some of our words are Spanish, which we did not realize.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and because when Madge started speaking with the Canadians, the teacher over there said, "Did you realize that was a Spanish word? Like we say,
Well,
and
Canada,
pias."
they all speak French,
Yeah.
but half of them, I don't understand what they say.
Yeah. It's
They speak the real French.
Yeah,
We-
yours.
Now there's one boy was in from Dubai here that married a French girl, and she's living on Dubai. And when her mother comes visit from France, she brings her to spend an evening with me because we made friends. And she speaks just like us. She told me in French, there's two classes of people. Some of them they have not the same dialect, you know, that we speak. But she said she speaks just like us.
Right, so she's from France, yet her dialect is very similar to the dialect
Yeah,
here in
yeah,
this
right,
area.
yeah.
That's very interesting.
Hers, yeah, that's what she told us.
It's my
She
understanding.
said, as her, she was raised in France, and she said those people from this region, where they have a different dialect, half of the time she said she don't understand them. That, like you was telling me, we speak too fast.
Yeah.
St. Martinville's even faster. I didn't
Oh,
understand
Lord,
St.
yeah.
Martinville.
Right there.
But we have the
I
word.
can remember once, one of our cousins, he was buying the fur, and he had gone to buy fur at one place, he said, and his screen doors in his dining room was open, and the rooster came in. You know, he came in, and he was talking with one of the people from St. Martinville over there. He said, he told his little boy, he said, go chase that rooster in French. And he said, it's a chorus, a rooster in French. Chorus, chorus. And this man said, the little boy went and shoot the rooster out. He thought to himself, I want to see what a chorus is. And he's a Frenchman. He didn't know what it was. Because they call him a game then.
A what?
A game,
Again.
a game. That's
In
a
France.
I wonder if that could be a Spanish word.
They call it a
Do you
game
recognize
in
that
St.
from Spanish?
Martinville. So he went outside, he said he looked outside, he saw the rooster and the chicken, he didn't see nothing.
How do you say rooster?
Rooster is,
Yeah. And he said, well, he said, what did you chase just now, little boy? He said, well, is this a chorus? that rooster? he had to show him that it was what it was.
Well,
You see, we call it a chorus. In French, in English, it's a rooster. And this over there, they're supposed to be Frenchmen. They call it a game.
I never heard of that word.
Well, that's what they call it over there, and they speak French, but it's a game.
It's kind of hard to understand today because you think about Lafayette only being 2 hours
Yeah,
away,
but
but
that's what made the difference is those Spanish people with the French.
in those distances during that time,
Yeah,
Trans-
those people never mixed, and so the dialects would develop a
Yeah.
little
that's
differently.
right.
It's my understanding that the French that we speak here is just archaic. It's just a very old form of the French
Yeah.
that at one time was like the French in France, but now it's just
It
developed.
was the people that came from the island of Acadiana. They were sent there because of the French and Indian War, and they escaped. And they did is they sailed all the way down. They went up to Louisiana and they settled there. And so they were broken away from the French people that lived in France, and so they didn't get to change with the times, and they just always
Half of the
stayed.
French people too, they come from Nova Scotia. You know, when they took the people and they let them out with the Indians, some of them, they just they took them in ship and went and just threw them out of nowhere.
Mhm.
Well, we got Indian dialects too in some of those French people.
Mhm.
They had to live with those Indians for a while before the Indian took them in and helped them.
Mhm.
Because it was the English people who had threw them out of those.
That's why it's so different, you know.
Yeah.
The
we
French
have-
that I
we
would
have,
learn in school
yeah, the
would
Indian
not.
dialect, the
No.
French.
You may understand a few words.
Yeah, a few. But see, y'all have never changed. Y'all didn't change with the times because, you know,
No,
y'all
we
were
speak
kind
it
of
in our high school.
right. You were isolated from France and
Yeah,
the French
that's
people, and so it just kind of stayed basically the same. Whereas theirs changed with the time. Like our English changed. I mean, ours is nothing like the original
Oh, they have in
English. You know,
English,
it just
they have so
changes.
many new words.
Right, it just changes over
You
time.
don't find that out too when you
Sure.
read the paper? So
Sure.
many new words.
Right.
One thing that comes to mind is when you talk about the Theriot, which is your family name, and this is, of course, the town of Theriot. This originally was at one time a Theriot plantation.
Uh-huh.
Didn't you tell me one time that original land was a Spanish land grant?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
So it was given to the family apparently at a time when Spain controlled
Yeah.
this area and they were
Yeah.
encouraging settlers or.
Yeah.
During the war with Spain, you see, the old grandmother Theriot took in the people that some of them would run away, and hide, and she took them in, the soldiers, and fed them.
Mhm.
And that's how they,
This land
don't-
changed
Uh-huh.
between people, you know, different nations
yeah.
constantly, and it's great that y'all know the
Well,
language. It's
one of the
really
things that
wonderful.
happened to one of her ancestors,
Mhm.
Chauvin, and his name was Chauvin de la Frayère.
Uh-huh.
He was one of the first people that argued that citizens should have the right to govern themselves. And that's when Spain was over here.
Mhm.
He has a plaque in the French quarters, and now, they realize his importance. And he and his son-in-laws were shot by the Spanish.
Mhm.
Because he didn't want to obey the
But he didn't want to obey because he felt like that he should have his rights were taken away. And so to kind of quell that protest, he was shot. And I think that's one of her great-grand somebodies that went out there,
Very grand,
which
yeah.
I think is very interesting.
Yes, it
For her
is.
past. And if you go over there by the old mint in the French quarters, they have a plaque now.
And they have, you go to the wax museum,
Yeah,
you're gonna
He's in
read the
there.
whole story.
Chauvin.
In Homer.
What's his name? Do you know his name?
Chauvin de la Frayère.
What was his name? I had that
That'd be
little book, if I
interesting.
know what it is, I could get. What was his name? But they call him Chauvin de la Frayère.
But my people,
I can remember that La Frayère and La Cyprière. La Frayère is a swamp, the cypress swamp is La Cyprière. That means the cypress swamp. And the other one is, what would you call it when we had water in the, here
It's,
is
marsh?
La Frayère. We used to call that La
the
Frayère.
marsh.
The marsh, yeah. We used to call that La Frayère. you
It's a
know.
marsh without trees.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know why they separate the Chauvin, some from the cypress swamp and the other ones from the,
The
So
tree.
Chauvin de
from
la
the
Frayère
forest.
means Chauvin from this marsh.
yeah.
Chauvin from the
No.
family without, lives in the swamp, or something like that.
I don't know why, there's some, and I can remember an argument right in front here, in this house. Grandpa knew the family. She had married a Mr. Spray, and they came in here they were going to sleep here. He was selling a single sewing machine, and he had his wife with him, and she was a Chauvin. And so he introduced his wife to Grandpa, that was a Chauvin, my grandpa. He said, Grandpa, he says, my wife she's a Chauvin, he says, you all might be related. Grandpa asked her, he said, who was your father? She says, Claville Chauvin. Grandpa said, yeah. He said, well, that was, he said, my father's first cousin. She said, I don't know. She said, where you come from. If you come from the Chauvin, the Lafrenière, or La Cyprière, Grandpa said, I don't care which way you come from or I come from. But he said, our ancestors were related. He said, your daddy and my daddy were first cousins. Grandpa knew the family. She was from town, you know. She didn't want to say she was
From
related.
off the bayou.
She didn't want to talk about it. She didn't want to be related to somebody from the country.
I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, well, I
Take a look.
appreciate you
Tu
doing
crois que
this
ça va
for
être
me.
assez pour toi aujourd'hui?
Bien merci, tell her.
How do you say
Bien merci.
it? Bien, merci.
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 Like mercy.
Bien.
Je vais vous voir au village.
Thank you much. You're very
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Il faut que je parte pour aller à l'ouvrage. Faut que je vais travailler.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go to work.
You're one.
Okay, go.
This is my great grandmother's garden.